You down.
You're very welcome back to the Daily Rundown. Stu and Mike have rejoined me, and it's that time of the evening where I open the floor to them, and they're going to tell us something that has caught their attention this week. So it might be a news story, or it might be a little rant or something that they want to get off their chest. Who's going to go first? Are we going to go with like the regular, or are we going to let the new guy go first? Have you worked this out?
Well,
did you want me to go first?
And then we'll guide him in.
Right,
We'll
go easy on me.
Yeah. Essentially, I wanted to talk about a news story that we haven't touched on that I saw in the paper today. It was about I don't know really how to start. I mean, you've heard of the story as well. Basically, this 65-year-old woman, pensioner, was rescued from the Atlantic after she swam in desperate pursuit of a departing cruise ship. So basically, this old woman jumped in the Atlantic.
Ah, God.
And was in there for like 3 hours trying to swim after this cruise ship that she believed that her husband were on. They were in a 32-day cruise. They were 28 days in. Apparently they had a massive argument. Whether they had got off the ship and they were somewhere else. She thought that he'd gone on the ship and cut off. Oh, no. He'd actually left and gone on a flight home. She jumped in the Atlantic and started following, 65-year-old woman following this ship, and they fished her out. And
she must be some swimmer.
I thought
she was.
She was lucky. I think she was lucky to be alive.
Yes,
like 3 hours in the ocean.
I mean, we're joking about it, but this is an old woman who jumped in. I mean, she could have died. And
he's gone home. He's booked himself a nice flight home.
Yes. So he's gone back to Bristol, I think.
Is this going to happen when your wife goes to Spain? Are you going to with your kids? Are you going to chase him down?
They're going by plane, remember?
Oh, right, okay.
Flapping hard.
What an incredible woman, though.
I know. What an incredible woman.
Okay.
What a crazy woman.
What upsets me most about this is, like when you have a Barney, like with your partner, which obviously I never do.
Yes.
But, we have, and you storm off out of the room, maybe you storm out of the car, and you get the bus home or whatever. But what's gone on here?
Yeah.
I'm going on. That was so bad that she genuinely thought he'd gone on a boat and left her.
Yeah.
In a different country.
So I was just thinking, what have you guys done that's like that you in desperation that you shouldn't have done at all? Is there anything that, like maybe jump into the Atlantic after a cruise ship? But I mean, although I remember one time we were drinking and I was at my friend's house years ago, but this was a dare, really. They dared me to go on this child's scooter and just go down a hill without pressing the brakes. The other guys did it, but they pressed the brakes and didn't tell me. I did I said, okay, let's do this. And I went down, and then I realised what I was doing halfway down. I decided to just jump off, thinking that'd be the best bet. And I destroyed my shoulder. And then just dragged down.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but I did that, and that was under drink. But
I don't think she'd been drinking when she jumped.
Well, she probably had, really. I was thinking about it, if they'd been off. Have you done anything that you really shouldn't have done, that you regret?
Probably that's not broadcastable. She probably shouldn't repeat.
Stu, come on.
Many things. There's been the odd interview where, you're interviewing a band, or maybe David Hasselhoff, and you might have got excited.
Did you interview David Hasselhoff?
At the bar beforehand with the free wine. I might have had quite a few free wines.
Right.
And then a drunk student, it didn't work out the best.
Yeah. I'm assuming this woman does regret it now that she's
I think he would regret it getting on that flight, wouldn't he? I tell you, earrings and a trip to Dubai's not going to pay get you off the couch for that.
There's something about though being caught in the moment where
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Isn't it? Like the next day, why would I do that, or why did I do that? I mean, I have a friend, and it is a friend before you start making any jokes. It's Jenny. It's a male friend who now it's kind of more gross and all, but it's just like a stupid thought. But like he's walking home and he felt like he needed to use the facilities, but there aren't any when you're walking along. So he said, I'll stop into this pub, and it's a mixture of desperation and unluck, I have to say, like very bad luck. He walked into the pub, and as he walked in, it was all kicking off. As he walked in, tables all started flying. So he thought, oh, well, I can't go in here. So he walked out. Now he's really feeling bad, and the adrenaline from the fight, he's thought, wow, I nearly got caught up in that. So he stopped, and he actually went to the shop and bought some toilet paper. And he went into the car park and had to go to the bathroom in public. And just as he did,
I'm thinking this wasn't number one.
floodlights.
The floodlights came on.
Oh.
Police car.
Bad timing.
I mean, did they?
Bad timing.
They let him finish?
They flashed them. Flashed the lights a few times.
Commentate your way through it. Yeah, get out, mate. You go.
When he told me the story, I said, "There's no way in the world you weren't able to hold that. There's no way. There's no way you had to do that. There's no way you had the, wherewithal to walk into the pub. Why you just keep walking home?" And he said, "No way. I was desperate." He said, "I was desperate. There's no way I'd have made it home." He said, "Now, after the fact, maybe I would have." But now it's a bit different because you're talking about a pressing bodily situation. It's a little bit different. But the feeling of desperation that affects your decision-making process.
And it's acting without thinking.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, I'm sure that this woman probably went to the toilet quite a lot in this 3 hours in the ocean. But, she was pulled out. She could have died,
Hypothermia.
And she didn't. She just instantly must have saw the cruise ship leaving and just...
I'll swim. That's what you do.
Well, it's like even obviously the thing was, so what if he's gone? You just book yourself a flight home as well. It's not like you're stuck there forever.
She really wanted to have a go at him.
It's just.
Can you imagine the argument when they finally met up?
Where were they? Did you say? Where were they? They've gone home to Bristol.
Yeah, off the coast of Santa Cruz, Madeira, as she attempted to catch up with her husband, unaware that he caught a flight home. She was saved by passing fishermen in the early hours. Do you imagine fishermen fishing and just, what have you got? Oh, I've got a 65-year-old woman from Bristol.
Wow. Imagine she's even gone out into the sea. I can't believe she's done that. That's brilliant, Mike. Thanks.
I just thought it was funny. Well,
we'll have all the stories will come to our head. By the way, it's probably when Stu's telling his story. I'm like, no, I know a desperate story.
Feel free to interrupt me.
Stu, it's your first something to say.
I do have something to say, and this is really grinding my gears, and it started as a small issue and now it's growing to a big one, and I think you're immune to it because you've lived in the UK for quite some time. But it's being on the train, just some train etiquette. Like, if the train's busy, don't put your bag on the seat, okay? Listen, if there's an old lady that needs help with her bag, lift it up. And if you snore, this is my big one. If you're a snorer, be aware that you're a snorer and don't fall asleep on the train. 3 times this week I've sat next to snorers, and I'm not just talking a quiet, I'm talking the and the whistle and and yesterday I was on the seat, the guy was by the window, he was snoring, and then I closed my eyes to go to my happy place. I opened my eyes, there was a girl looking at me, she thought I was the snorer. I wasn't the snorer! It wasn't me! So just a bit of etiquette, and the other thing is just the button. Okay, when the train pulls up, the thing will beep and tell you when you can
door opens.
No, I like pressing it as soon as the train
Why?
I like press it just in case it goes early.
It's not going to go early. It will never go early.
I like doing that. It's more to show everyone I'm on this. In case you think I don't get the doors open on time.
We're rolling our eyes at you going, oh goodness, look at this crazy.
No, maybe like, oh good, she's on it. She's going to get those doors open.
It's not like a pinball machine or a pokie machine. You don't win free cash.
There's loads of the train though, isn't there?
How do you feel about people with bicycles on trains? Because they have they have a bit that is for people with bicycles.
Yeah, they have.
And I always hear a lot of people moaning about cyclists. I mean, when it's really busy.
Right. Okay.
And I'm a cyclist myself.
I'm a cyclist too. Not a real cyclist. Like, I don't have the tight pants or anything or the high hooves. But
I've had my bike on the train in the past and worried about it getting in the way and whether it's for you're allowed to do it. So many people don't know you are.
I never knew you were allowed on the train.
There's a specific carriage, like there's a specific carriage for disabled wheelchairs, for the disabled and for prams.
Right.
So I'm always on that bit now because I've got a baby, but I used to be on with my bike.
You're on the other side now. Well, the thing is though, with the bike thing, because I do take my bike quite often, do you ask the people to move that are sitting on those seats where your bike goes if you don't have a reservation?
That's the thing. And you feel like you've got your bike and okay, if it's busy and they're all sitting on the chairs that are for cyclists. If they
it's a minefield.
They don't get that little thing that you have in cars and you just put your bike on the back of the train maybe. You just click it on yourself as it's gone past.
Is this something that you're really, like, in this country, what were your experiences?
So trains in New Zealand? No, they sold those a long time ago and have lived to regret it. Right. We don't really have trains there at all. Okay. It's all flying and buses really.
Oh, so you can fly.
There's no trains around the city.
Well, there's trains, but you wouldn't get on the train to go to a different part of the city.
It's not like here.
No. Like, the trains to me are amazing here. Like the fact they come semi on time. You can actually get on them and
I go mostly on time with them. I used to do Manchester to London quite a lot for work. Actually, I'd leave here at 6 and I'd be on air in London at 9. You know, so I couldn't fault the service, but yeah, I mean, I'll just add another one to your list. Quiet carriage for quiet people.
Oh, yes.
For quiet people, okay, who don't have loud headphones.
Yeah.
Dude, well, if I can't hear my headphones over your stupid headphones, that's wrong. And yes, it's okay. I'm on my own. I'm on the phone. You're still in the quiet carriage. Get out.
I'm on the train. I'm going to London.
It's awful.
London.
Yeah, but it's awful. It's definitely. I mean, it carries through to all public transport. I think, though, does it? What do you think, buses and that are?
Just manners in general, especially when I saw an old lady trying to get her bag on the other morning and no one was helping her, and I was kind of fourth deep in the line, and it took me to go, would you like a hand, you know, and help this lady.
Everyone's embarrassed then and hates you for making
you know what I did? I got stared at for the rest of the way. Oh, you're that guy that showed us
trying to get off the train, and everyone's trying to get on, and people are like, no, I must get on the train right now. It's like, it's all right, you're gonna get on, let me off.
You know, do you think with the bag? I feel better
now talking about it.
Do you think with the bag on the seat though? I mean, to be fair, the Manchester to London one again, I used to do that all the time. It's just more to sort of ward them off. It's just sort of, I'm not the obvious choice.
Yeah, but if it's super busy and that's the only chair,
no, I do this.
Would you, if that was the only seat, would you still have your bag on it?
I would probably go. No, I'm joking. I would never do that, and I hate people who do that to me.
Oh, I hate that. I hate the eyes.
Yeah, does your bag pay for a seat? You know, I hate that. But yeah, if there is a little bit more choice, I try to be the one who has the bag on the seat beside them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not the obvious choice. That's fair enough. Is that bad?
Yeah, I hear.
Is that one okay? But we could definitely come up with a list, I would say, of, you know, 100.
And they're already swirling around my brain.
I find as well if you just start kind of twitching and people don't sit next to you. So
how do you feel about people just starting up chats with you?
See, I'm interesting, and I don't know if this is because I'm a DJ or
so people love talking to me.
No, see, I'm interested.
No, this is interesting because I quite often just put headphones in with no music playing.
Oh yeah.
Just so people won't talk to me.
Oh.
And so quite often on the train, like today I had a chatter, and he wanted to tell me his life story, and so I just kind of popped those in, and then just no volume on, just silent. But
it's always the nutter on the bus or nutter on the train, isn't it? Yeah, well, I mean, how do you feel about, because I have a baby now on the trains with me, and how do you feel about screaming, crying? I mean, my baby's pretty good.
I don't mind that. I think that's not, that's
do you have a problem if there's a small child there and it starts, I mean, it's the thing on planes.
No, I've seen a tiny baby go in the quiet carriage and she didn't make a sound. It was just big loud businessmen talking.
Yeah, and they were louder than
exactly. Yeah. No, that's not out of your control. Nice. That was a great something to say. That was a great first
I'm glad I got it off my chest. I feel better about it now.
Thank you very much. Do you feel better?
I will. I have a great train ride tomorrow morning to work.
We're going to go for our last break of the evening now. When we come back, we're going to have a look at the slightly more unusual stories of the day, so don't miss that.